Welcome to yoga. My name is Amy. I'll be guiding you through your practice today. And today we are focusing on the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is the third chakra, so the third energy center in the body. And it focuses on personal empowerment, the ability to act, and our self-efficacy. It's located from about the navel to the sternum, so in the very center of your abdomen. And it is, when it's in balance, it's associated with a kind of humble self-confidence and a surety. One way that you can kind of ask yourself how you're feeling or how you're doing with this chakra or this energy center is to say, do I recognize my independence, my freedom, and my ability to choose? And if this is not in balance, you might find yourself feeling anger and helplessness, difficulty starting or ending tasks, and maybe feeling apathy, as opposed to a solar plexus chakra that's in balance, in which you would feel a sense of self, you would feel confidence, you would know your identity, you would have a sense of responsibility as well as a sense of free will. So with that in mind, we will be practicing today to bring our solar plexus chakra into balance. So cultivating those feelings of self-efficacy. And to do that, we will begin to practice in child's pose. So we'll be coming to tabletop and then bringing the knees wide, bringing the big toes together to touch, and then walking the hands out in front of us as we let the hips sink back towards the heels. You can let your forearms rest on the mat, let your head rest on the mat. Let the torso sink in between the knees, settle in here. And begin to seal your lips and breathe through your nose. With each inhale, imagining new energy or a fresh start coming into your body. And then as you exhale, imagining letting go of any tension that isn't serving you. So inhaling a new start, maybe a new outlook, if that is what you're trying to cultivate in yourself. And then as you exhale, just allowing your body to relax, allowing the earth to support you. Continuing the inhale and the exhale, beginning to slow the breath down. And as you intentionally begin to slow the breath down, we notice if your thoughts begin to slow down as well. As we slow the breath down, the brain begins to relax too. Not just the physical body, but the mental body. As we wind down, maybe we're able to observe sensations, whether mental, emotional, or physical, just noticing what's happening in the body, in the mind, and not judging it, just observing, just noticing. We don't even have to label it or come up with words. We can simply experience and acknowledge what's happening in our minds and our bodies. Now that we've established this slow and steady breath, we will keep it with us throughout our practice, allowing the breath to guide us in and out of postures. So with that, we'll inhale to tabletop, wrist underneath the wrist underneath the shoulders, knees coming underneath the hips. Fingers are spread wide. From here, we'll find cat and cow. So we'll inhale to cow, letting the belly drop, pointing the tailbone up. As we exhale, we arch the back, point the tailbone down, pressing the mat away from us through the hands. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. As we inhale to cow, noticing the solar plexus, that navel to sternum area, and how it moves with these motions. Exhaling to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale to a neutral spine. And a lot of today's class will focus on our core, as that is the location of the solar plexus chakra. So as we take our next inhale, we'll begin to reach that right arm forward. Stabilize, and then exhale, that left foot goes back behind us, pressing out through the heel. Inhale, reach long, fingertips to toes. As you exhale, bring that right arm out to the right side. As you inhale, bring that left foot out to the left side. This might be a little bit challenging for your stability, for your core muscles. And then inhale, bring them back in line with the spine. Exhale, set everything down. The next side, inhale, left arm out in front of you. Exhale, right foot back behind you. Inhale, reach long, fingertips to toes, strong core. Exhale, reach that left arm out to the left side, so like an airplane wing. Inhale, bring that right foot out to the right side. So your body might look like a plus sign. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, bring those limbs back in line with the spine, and then exhale, set it down. We'll do the same thing this time, knowing that instead of going out to the side with your feet and arms floating, you can always bring them down to the ground and then out to the side, tapping the ground. So we'll inhale, right arm reaches forward, left foot reaches back. Exhale, we'll bring them out to the side, always option to tap. And then inhale, bring them back in line with the spine, and exhale, set it down. Inhale, left arm, right foot. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, back in line with the spine. Exhale, set it down. One more time on each side. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale to the side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, down to the mat to tabletop. Last time, inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale to the side. Inhale, bring it back in line. And then exhale, set it down. Very nice. From here, we're going to stay in this tabletop position a little bit longer, but this time we're going to lift that right leg so that the right knee is bent and that right foot is flat, like it could stand on the ceiling. Stay for the exhale, find your core. Inhale, we're gonna do 5 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then bring that right leg down. Exhale. We'll do the same thing on the left side. As we inhale, bring that left leg up. Exhale, stay here, find your balance. And then inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, bring it down, reset. From here, we'll reach our arms out in front of us, finding puppy pose. Hips are over the knees. You reach long. So this is active. Your fingers are spread wide, and you're pressing down into the mat through your palms, letting there be as much space as possible between your tailbone and your fingertips. So making that spine long, creating traction, space between the vertebrae. And then coming back up to center to tabletop. From here, we'll inhale, plant the right hand on the mat, and bring that left arm up to the sky. And then exhale, find your thread the needle. So that left hand goes under, right arm can stay where it is, or you can walk that right hand out in front of you, reaching long. Option here, if you would like, you can always extend that back right leg. Maybe if you're really going for a challenge today with your balance, maybe lift that right leg. Staying steady, using your core to stabilize and keep you in this position. And then bringing that right knee down to meet the left. Bring that right hand underneath the right shoulder, press into it as you inhale, bringing that left arm up. And then exhale, return to tabletop. We have that second side, so this time we plant our left hand into the mat. Inhale, right arm comes up, opening up, and then exhale, thread the needle on this side. That right arm threads under, that left hand can stay here underneath the left shoulder, or you can walk it out in front of you. Option, again, you are welcome to stay here. This is a really nice opening pose, nice twist for the spine. Or you are always welcome to lift that left leg. You can lift it, reaching it back behind you. You can always kickstand it, reaching it back. Wherever you are, take one more inhale. Exhale, if that knee was up, bring it down. Bring that left hand underneath the left shoulder. Inhale, press into the left hand, bring the right arm up. And then exhale, set it down. Very nice. From here, still staying in this tabletop position, we're gonna bring that right knee up again. So that right knee is bent, foot is floating up. Keep your balance, stay here. Option, you can lift this left arm, reach it forward, or you have the option to reach it out to the side, or find the inner arch of that right foot. Stay stable, don't fall like me. Kick the foot into the palm of the left hand. Shine the heart forward. Try to lift the heart forward, creating more space in your spine. So we're not doing necessarily a back bend, compressing the low back, but we're really reaching the spine long. Take one more inhale here, and then exhale. Gently release the hand and the foot wherever you were, and then come back to tabletop. Maybe shake out those feet, you can tap the tops of the feet on the mat. Maybe sit back on the heels, refine the seated position, roll out the wrists. So we have another side to do. And then we'll return to tabletop. This time we're going to lift that left knee up. That left foot looks like it's standing on the ceiling. Find your balance here. Stay here, or the option to reach that right arm forward, out to the side, or reaching back, finding the inner arch of that left foot. From here, kick back, the palm kicks into that right hand, shining the heart forward and creating space between the vertebrae. So actually lifting up and out rather than up and back. Keep breathing here. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, release that right hand from the right foot and return to tabletop. Very nice. From here, we'll again take puppy pose, hips over knees. Let the arms walk out in front of you. Reach them out in front of you. Let that chest drop between the shoulders. Create that long spine. From here, we'll return to tabletop. We'll curl the toes under, and then we'll press into downward facing dog. We wake up the back of the legs, bending one knee and then the other, walking your dog. And then from here, we'll walk all the way up to the top of our mat, finding ourselves in a loose forward fold. So maybe put a micro bend in those knees or a big bend. Let your torso hang out on your thighs. And then let your spine waterfall towards the earth, growing long. Let the head, the neck, the shoulders relax. Maybe shake the head yes. Letting any tension release, falling away towards the earth. And then shake the head no. And then coming back to center. As you inhale, allow your feet to root down into the earth, being your strong foundation, and then filling the lungs, begin to rise up to standing, stacking vertebrae on vertebrae. Head comes up last. Continue that inhale as your arms come out and up. Reaching tall, palms together, exhale, hands to heart center. Whew. We're finally standing. From here, we're going to start some flow. This is some vinyasa. We're going to inhale, arms come out and up, reaching wide, filling the lungs, reaching tall. Exhale, swan dive forward, put a bend in your knees. And then inhale, halfway lift. So flat back, shoulders squeeze together. reach out in front of you through the crown of your head. As you exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms on the mat, fingers spread wide, and step back to high plank, top of a push-up. Option here, you can come down to your knees. You can also come down to your forearms if your wrists are getting a little bit tired. So from plank, we are going to do some walking, or some marching, I call it. So we're going to bring that right knee forward, kind of touch that right elbow, and then step it back, return to plank. If your knees are down, you just simply bring the knee up. So like this, we'll bring that left knee up to the left elbow, and then set it back down. Do that again. Inhale, right knee to right elbow. Exhale, set it back. Inhale, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, set it back. And then walk your feet up towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, find your plank, knees up or down, hands or forearms. Inhale, right knee to right elbow. Hover, exhale, step it back. Strong line of energy from your heels to the crown of your head as you inhale, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, step it back. This time we'll inhale back to downward facing dog. Find that nice long spine, pressing the mat away from you through the palms. Exhale, send the sit bones back and up, those little bony parts that you sit on in a chair. Inhale, look to the top of the mat, bend the knees, and then exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, we'll add a little bit again. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your plank, top of a push-up, knees up or down, palms or forearms. Inhale, right knee to right elbow. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, shift forward into plank, right knee to right elbow. Again, knees can be down if you want. And then exhale, press back. And then set that right foot down. Inhale, left foot rises. Exhale, shift forward into plank, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, press back. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward into plank. And then exhale, you can lower all the way down to the mat, knees up or down. Keep that strong core, elbows stay in as we lower down. Toss the feet flat on the mat. Inhale, lift the hands up, lift the heart up. Exhale, keep the heart lifted. You can place the hands down for balance. Inhale, lift up a little bit more using those low back muscles, not your hands. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, stay strong. Maybe lift a little bit more if you have some length or some range of motion left. And then exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale, curl the toes under and press back to downward facing dog. You can always come over the knees like this and then press back. Inhale, look between the palms, bend the knees. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. Getting warmed up here. So we're going to begin some sun B salutations. So we'll inhale, arms out and up. And then we exhale, sink down into chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight is in our heels, our bums are low, hearts are shining forward. Inhale here. And then release to a forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, we'll lift that right leg. Exhale, step the right foot through to low lunge. Right knee is over the right ankle. As you inhale, pivot that back foot so it's parallel with the back edge of the ground. And then rise up, using that strength from your core to warrior two. From here, we'll exhale, extended side angle, forearm to thigh. Left arm comes up and over, strong legs. Inhale, keep your legs right where they are, and then bring that right arm up and back. Left hand rests lightly on the back leg. Legs are strong, spine is long. And then exhale, bring the palms to frame that front foot as you pivot the back foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Option to take that flow. You can lower down, knees up or down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Again, you can always do this on your knees if that's better for you. Exhale, step the left foot through to low lunge. Left knee is over the left ankle. As you inhale, you pivot that back foot 90 degrees and rise up to warrior two. Exhale, left forearm to left thigh. Right arm is up and over. Inhale, keep your legs strong as that left hand comes back and up. Exhale, palms frame the front foot as the back foot pivots. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Take that flow or skip it and meet us in down dog. If you're flowing, lower down, knees up or down. Inhale, you can come to cobra. You always have the option to come to upward facing dog as well. Shoulders rolling down the back. Exhale, use your core. Everyone meets in down dog. Always an option to bring your knees down. Inhale, lift between the palms, bend the knees. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Step, jump, or float, however you like to get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up as you fill your lungs, reach towards the sky, and then exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that sun B salutation again. As we inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, pivot the back foot and rise up to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to thigh. Inhale, keep that right knee reaching forward, not falling in, and come to reverse warrior. Left hand, not putting any pressure on that back leg. Exhale, frame that front foot, pivot the back foot, and step back. Take that flow or meet us in down dog. If you're flowing, strong core as you lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Shine the heart forward. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through, low lunge, left knee over left ankle. As you inhale, pivot that back foot and rise up to warrior two, that strong stance, spreading them out apart with the feet. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to thigh, right arm reaching long, up and forward. Inhale, reverse warrior, left knee is still pointing forward, not falling in or out. And then exhale, palms to frame the front foot, pivot the back foot, step the left foot back to meet the right. Decide if you're flowing or down dog. If you're flowing, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look to the top of the mat, bend the knees. Exhale, make your way to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a deep inhale, fill the lungs, slow the breath down. Exhale. Inhale, feel that solar plexus coming out as you expand, as you fill the lungs. Exhale, feel it come back in, maybe engage that transverse abdominis, kind of creating that core set as you exhale. Inhale, bring the hands to the belly, fill the belly fill. As that diaphragm comes down and the lungs fill. Exhale, feel that navel come back to the spine. As you exhale, letting that breath go. Inhale, bring the hands back to center. Exhale. Inhale, begin another vinyasa or another flow. Bring your arms up and out, out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms and step back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, we'll inhale, right leg lifts. And then exhale, step it forward between the palms, right knee is over the right ankle. This time, we're going to pivot the back foot just 90 degrees, so it's pointing out, but not all the way back in line with the back of the mat. Use your core, use your strength, coming up from the floor and rise up to warrior one. So this time, instead of opening out, we're facing the front of the mat. You might find that your hips are really tight, they want to open up. If that's the case, you can always widen or shorten your stance, that's okay. That allows your hips to have the space to maybe face a little bit more forward. Your legs are strong, so you're engaging the thigh muscles so that that knee is very stable and you're rooting down into the earth. That core is active, so it's stable. Your ribs are floating over the hips. You can reach up to the sky. You are in warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, we're going to bring the hands behind us, interlace the hands. Inhale, open up the heart as you reach those hands behind you. Exhale, hinge at the hips and bring the torso to the inside of that right leg. Still keeping those legs strong so that you stay upright. Take an inhale here. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, bring that torso back up, release the hands. Exhale, bring your hands to the hips. Inhale, lengthen that right leg. Exhale, hinge at the hips and find a flat back. And you hinge until you begin to feel a stretch in the back of the right leg. You might feel a stretch up here and that's okay. You might feel it here. Maybe some people have super stretchy hamstrings. You might be able to get really far down. Maybe your nose even touches your knee. There we want to keep our spine long, so we're reaching out in front of us through the crown of the head. On your next inhale with control, use your core, rise up. As we exhale, we're going to reach our arms up towards the sky and then hinge at the hips, folding forward again. But this time, we're going to plant that left hand on the mat or a block if you have one. And then we're going to inhale, reach that right arm back behind us and then reach it up towards the sky, finding revolved triangle. Legs are still strong, that isometric contraction of the thighs. You're pressing it down into the earth with your feet, creating that strong core. You're twisting in the spine and reaching long through the crown of the head, creating a longer spine. Inhale and reach up through those right fingertips. And then exhale, bring the right hand down to meet or to bring that front foot, bend that front leg. Pivot the back foot. So now you're in that runner's lunge. Step that right foot back to meet the left. Take that flow or meet us in down dog. I'm gonna flow, I'm gonna lower down. Shoulders come to the same height as the elbows. And then I inhale to upward facing dog, creating more space in my spine as I press the mat away from me. Exhaling, we all meet and down dog. We have another side to do, so we're gonna inhale the left leg high. As we exhale, we shift forward and we bring that left foot through to the front. Left knee is over the left ankle. This time we pivot that back foot, but only 45 degrees. So not all the way to that 90. As we inhale, we rise up. We find warrior one. Maybe we make it a little bit wider. Maybe we make it shorter. We want those hips to be able to have enough space to face forward. And those legs are strong because this right knee is kind of at an angle. So we really want to isometrically contract or kind of squeeze those muscles without moving the leg to make sure that it's stable. From here, bring the hands interlaced behind you. As you inhale, you open up the heart, you reach those hands back. Exhale, hinge at the hips, and bring that torso to the inside of that left thigh. We'll stay here for another round of breath as we inhale. And then stay for the exhale. Legs are strong. Inhale, let that torso rise up. And then exhale, bring the Hands up to the sky as we begin to lengthen that left leg and hinge at the hips. So we're looking again for that strong, long spine and that stretch in the back of the left leg as we hinge forward. And we stop wherever we begin to feel that stretch. So it might be up here, it might be down here. Wherever you feel that stretch, you can always reach your hands to the shin or to the earth, giving yourself a little bit more stability so that low back doesn't have to hold your whole torso up. Legs are strong, but you're still finding that nice gentle stretch in the back of the left leg. On your next inhale, bring that torso up to the sky. And then exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips, bring that right hand down to the mat, left arm up to the sky. So maybe like last time, your left hand reached back and then up. Again, you can always find a block for that right hand. In case that earth is too far away from you, the block simply brings it up to you. So bringing the earth up to you is a lot easier than your body down to the earth. If you don't have a block, you can always use a big book. So on that inhale, reach that left hand high. Find some space in the spine as you reach the crown of the head forward. And then exhale, find a little bit more of a twist. Next inhale, use your strength to rise back up, put a bend in that left knee, and then exhale, bring the hands down to frame that front foot, pivot the back foot, step the left foot back to meet the right. If you're flowing, do so now, otherwise meet us in down dog. And then everyone is in downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your palms, bend your knees. And then exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, we're going to find ourselves in a seated position on the mat. So from here, we're going to have our knees pointing up to the sky. We have a long spine. Chest is shining forward like a proud lion. Bring your hands behind your knees. And then we're going to engage our core, and we're going to lean back until our feet come off the mat. Our spine is still long, and maybe our feet come up to that knee height. If this is challenging for you, you can always have your feet kind of tapping the ground. You can always have one foot down, one foot up. We're going to hold here, but don't stop breathing. Take an inhale, and then exhale. We'll lower halfway down to that hollow hold. Inhale, rise back up to boat pose, Navasana. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower halfway down. Maybe if that's a little too hard, you can always lower one foot, lower the other. And then as we inhale, we all come back to boat pose. One more time. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, completely release. Whew. So full body stretch, fingertips to toes, reach everything long, and then relax. From here, we're going to come onto our stomachs. So we're going to roll over. And we're going to lay the tops of the feet flat on the mat. Hands come underneath the shoulders. We're coming into cobra. So as we inhale, we can lift the hands up off the mat and then lift the heart up using that low back. You want to iron out the wrinkles in the back of your neck as you exhale. Inhale, you can place your hands down on the mat, but try to lift up without pushing yourself up. Really using those low back muscles. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, one more time, lift, shine the heart forward. And then exhale, release. Maybe take a cheek, let your arms come down by your sides, let the heels fall out to the sides. Slow that breath down. You're doing spine strengthening. So on your next inhale, this time we're going to bring the arms out to the sides like airplane wings. We'll bring the chin back to the center of the mat. Exhale here, get ready. Maybe zip your feet together, bring them in line with your hips. And as we inhale, lift the hands up, lift the heart up, lift the thighs up. Exhale, stay here. Iron out those wrinkles in the back of your neck so you find a neutral neck. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Feel your strength growing. Maybe you're shaking. Stay for the exhale. One more inhale, lift up high. And then exhale, lower down. Take the opposite cheek. Maybe let your hands come above your head or out by your sides, wherever they're comfortable. Let the heels fall out to the sides. Maybe even bring your knees a little bit out wide, bend the knees, and then windshield wiper your knees back and forth. And releasing that low back. And then coming back to center, letting those knees line up with the hips again, feet come down to the mat. You can do cobra or that previous like airplane arms pose called locust. If you would like to come into a rather extreme back bend, if your back is healthy and you are confident that that would be a safe pose for you, we're going to do bow pose. So with bow pose, we bend our knees and we reach back with our hands, find the outer edges of the feet. Some people like the inner, that's your choice if you would like to do that. Keeping the knees in line with the hips, so not letting them splay out. As we inhale, we're going to lift the feet so that they press into the hands. Our heart lifts up and shines forward. So those feet are adding that kind of lift to the arms so that the arms might feel like the bows on a string. We're in bow pose. As you breathe and the belly fills, you might find yourself rocking back and forth as it also empties. Take one more inhale wherever you are, and then exhale, slowly, gently release to the earth, letting those feet return to the earth. Relax. That low back release. The breathing slow down. You feel that strength that you're building in your low back, in your body. And then as you're ready, using the strength of your arms, we roll back so you're on your back again. So we're supine. So knees are pointing up to the sky. And we're gonna bring that right ankle to the left knee, finding figure 4. You can stay here if you feel enough of a stretch on the outside of that right thigh. If you would like to add a little bit more, you can let that left foot float up. Adding even more, you can find your hands interlaced behind the left thigh. Letting the shoulders relax down towards the earth. If you are seeking more of a stretch, you can gently pull that left thigh towards your chest. You'll be pointing the tailbone down into the mat and breathing nicely and slowly. That right elbow presses that right thigh away from you. It's also an option. You're welcome to stay here. Having a little bit of a different sensation to the posture, you can rock towards your left side. So that right foot looks like it's kind of going towards the earth. Bringing that stretch into a slightly different part of the body. And then coming back to the center, if you took that side detour, releasing the hands and letting that left foot float back to the mat, letting the right foot return as well. Let the feet go wide, and this time we'll windshield wiper the feet over on our back. So side to side, low back massage. And then coming back to center, feet in line with the hips about, maybe a little bit wider. This time we'll bring that left ankle to the right knee. Let that left knee fall out. Again, you can stay here. Option to let that right foot float up. Option to hug that right thigh towards you. Also an option to press that left elbow into the left thigh. Let the shoulders relax. Maybe release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw. Let the muscles of the around the eyes relax. Maybe leaning towards that right side. Maybe finding that stretch coming into a slightly different portion of the left thigh. And then as you're ready, coming back to center, releasing the hands from the thigh, letting the right foot float down, the left foot float down. You can widen the feet and take some windshield wipers again. And then bringing the knees back to center. Going to bring the knees into heart center, giving ourselves a hug. It's also called wind relieving pose, I find amusing. Can rock side to side, giving that low back another massage. Finding some gentle movement in rhythm. As you're ready, let the arms release to the sides and the knees fall to the left side for a twist. Your gaze can be away from the knees, bringing that neck into that full spinal twist. Relax the top hip. As you breathe in, you create space between the vertebrae, imagining the hip and the shoulder getting a little bit farther apart. And then as you exhale, relaxing into that twist, letting it deepen. Inhaling, coming through center, and then exhaling, letting the knees fall to the right side. Gaze goes away from the knees towards the left. Again, with each inhale, the hip gets farther away from the shoulder. And each exhale, those hips go a little bit more towards the right. The left shoulder goes a little bit more towards the earth. Again, relaxing that top hip. Slowing the breath down as we come to the end of the practice, getting closer to Shavasana, our final pose. Inhaling, bringing the knees back to center, bringing the head back to center. And then reaching between the knees, finding the inner arches of the feet as we exhale, finding happy baby. Feet look like they're standing on the ceiling, knees are towards our shoulders. We can rock side to side, doing any movements or rhythms that feel good for us. Again, letting the breath slow down. And then releasing the hands and the feet. Bringing the knees into heart center. Give yourself a hug. Thank yourself for coming to yoga today, for honoring your body and practicing. And then releasing to Shavasana. So Shavasana is our final pose, our resting pose. We can reach our feet out towards the edge of the mat, letting the toes fall out to the sides. Our arms can be down along the sides, palms are up in a gesture of receiving. Perhaps receiving that balanced solar chakra energy, also known as Manipura. So feeling the empowerment, feeling the energy that we have in ourselves, that self-respect, that humble confidence. The humble confidence that allows us to not only set boundaries for ourselves, but also care for others. And in doing so, it's those boundaries that allow us to care for others, that enable us to be able to show compassion towards ourselves and those around us. Because the solar plexus chakra is associated with the color yellow, with fire and the sun, we imagine a warm yellow light covering your body, be washing over your body, filling you with peace, a sense of well-being, emanating from that solar plexus. So from the navel to the sternum, that warmth might spread out all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the crown of the head, all the way to the toes. Everywhere that light touches, allowing yourself to relax a little bit more. And just as that light began to grow, imagine it coming back into the center of your being, to your solar plexus, and concentrating there, the center of your abdomen, pulling it back in. Beginning to deepen your breath, coming back to the surface, preparing to enter the world again. Introducing movements to your fingers and toes, running your thumbs over your fingertips, be rocking your head side to side. As you're ready, bringing your knees into heart center, and then rolling to one side, using an arm as a pillow. Staying here for just a moment longer, keeping your eyes closed or gaze resting. So notice this feeling. Know that you are here for a reason, that you have a purpose, that you are powerful, that your existence is powerful. On an inhale, using the strength of your arms, press yourself up to a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed or your gaze downward. Bring your hands to heart center. I am honored that you would share your practice with me today. Thank you. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed practice today. Thanks.